Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another week with Millennial Mom Chatter. We're super stoked to be here chatting with you guys for another fun-filled episode. So let's just dive right in. Heather, let me know what show you've recently watched that is good and like binge worthy that I can add to my list.
Okay. I don't know. I'm really on like all the real stuff right now. Like not reality, but
Yeah.
reality. I really like we've dove into like the polo, the race for the crown, which is the derby one, Formula One, swing. But we've been binge watching this Lennox Hill, which is actually old. I think it's like from 2020.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy that that's considered old. It's not old, but it's not new. And it's actually the same doctors that I think are in NYC or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Which that one's good too. But it's funny because like a big portion of the doctors are like all neurosurgeons. And so that we're watching this and we're just like, we hope we never have a tumor in our brain. Like it's just such bad news every time. They're just like, sorry, you're like have 3 months to live, or like, I'm sorry, this is like not like we're not going to operate on it. So like you don't have much time left. And I'm just like, why are we watching this, babe?
Yeah.
But it's like, it sucked us in.
Yeah.
So anyways, I hope that I never have a brain tumor because if not, I'm going to go to these people because they're really like, gosh, they're just like, you can see their heart is in everything. Like this hospital really seems like everyone that works there is truly like the best. But what else have we dove into? I feel like we've just been watching all like real, like documentaries. And what are we watching? I don't know. I think that's all we've been watching.
No, there's been a lot of good
Have you
ones
watched anything
lately.
good?
We just finished up Pitt. That one's on HBO. That one was really good. It's not like a real show. It's like a drama series, but that one was really
Yeah.
good. And then the Neighbors on Apple TV. That one's been really fun. Very dramatic.
Who is that one with?
The guy from Mad Men. His name is John. You'd recognize him. He's in a lot of stuff, but he's most iconically known from the series Mad Men, which is also really good. That one's older. That one's probably been out. Oh, I don't even know what year that came out, but it's not a brand new show,
Yeah.
but it's a really good,
No.
another TV series to binge. Yeah. I mean, it's just been different now. I feel like we finished up White Lotus and Severance, and our shows are starting to wrap up. I feel like this is the time of year where like everyone shuts down for the summer. So now I'm like, dang, I'm like going back to these random shows now.
I know.
And it's just,
I
I mean,
know.
they're good. I have not been let down by anything, but I'm just like, what are we going to watch? Like,
No, that's how I feel. We're all like, we're running out of all of like the real stuff, and
Yeah.
we keep going to like the documentary
Yes.
section. And I'm like, what murder mystery?
yeah, and I
out
feel
now?
like I love, like Tony and I love sitting down and binging like a really good, juicy like murder mystery where it's like who done it, and I just love
Yeah.
like all of that. And I haven't seen a good one. Like I feel like we've not been dropped like a really good, juicy, like crazy one lately.
Did you watch the LA Murders one? That one's good.
I'm not sure if we've seen that one. It doesn't
There's
sound
like
familiar.
5 or 6 of them.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that one's good.
Okay.
That one came out, I think it's like the second season, but
Okay.
they had like a new like 5 or 6 episodes.
Yeah.
A few of them are like famous-ish people,
Okay.
and then the other ones are just normal, but they're really good.
Okay, I'll have to check that one out because
That
we're
one's a
always
good
down
one.
for some. We're crime junkies, so anything that's like a who done it is like I'm all over it. That's how I felt about. I don't know if you've seen Adolescence. That one's caused a lot of spark on the internet lately too. That one, oh yeah, we watched that together.
We watched it together.
Yeah,
I
have
was
we
like,
talked
isn't
about that?
a show
Yeah,
we watched?
yeah, but have we talked about it on here?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know if you've seen this. Like, so after we watched it, I really thought, like, starting it out, that it was like a who done it, and I got it wrong. Like, it ended up being
Yeah.
a very, if you've not seen it, definitely there's triggers in it for some people for sure, but it's very dramatic. Like, it was well done. It was very impressive acting for that boy. Like, for him to have done that at such a young age, just
because
such a
this is
masterpiece.
So a little backstory with Adolescents. So it's 3 episodes or 4?
4. Yeah.
4.
Very short
And-
series, but they're like an hour long each.
Yeah. So each episode is one take.
Yeah.
So like they don't like change cameras, they don't change angles. Like all the actors are like just doing the script like in one take.
Same.
And this little boy had never acted before, ever. This was his first time, and he like memorized these hour-long scripts.
Yeah.
And it's insane. Like he did such a good job. I am a little torn on the show because it was done well, right? And like it was filmed, like I love that it was in one take.
Yeah.
I kind of like the idea behind it, But I think that they drug it out. It shouldn't have been 4 episodes.
I think they create that storyline with us having the moment with the counselor and then the moment with the parents. And I think they didn't know how to do that if it was only like 20 minutes or something, maybe.
I can't remember if it was like 1 or 2 that could have just been scrapped. Like when they went to the school.
Oh, yeah.
And they just like really took us on a journey that we're thinking somebody did it.
Yeah, because that's exactly where that whole hour, I think, like you said, could have been scrapped. Because that's where I was like, we've talked to so many different teenagers at this point that I was still in this mindset of like, who done it? And I was still trying to pick a murderer. Like,
yeah. Yes. Yeah. And it could have just been scrapped. So I didn't like that. I don't know. Yeah. I didn't know how I felt about it. Yeah. But I don't know. It was good. It was good. Yeah. I think, what did we determine that, what's his name? Jennifer Aniston's husband?
Ben Affleck?
Nope. Hottie. Married to Angelina Jolie. Brad Pitt.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't Brad Pitt the director?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was done well. Yes. I just think they drug it out a little bit. Yeah. It should have been 3 episodes.
I could see that.
Because I remember when we were watching it, we were like, okay, that could have been left out.
Yeah. Yeah. Because then like the more we saw, the more we were able to piece it together for ourselves. And it was like, oh, we actually didn't need any of that. Like it was unnecessary.
Yeah. Yeah. It was fluff.
Yeah.
For sure. But it was really cool. Yeah. It was just like definitely triggers. Don't watch it around children.
Yes. Not a friendly show at all.
Not a kid friendly.
No.
So I'm excited to see like if he does anything, the actor.
Yeah, for sure. Like the teenage lead. Yeah, for sure. He's going to get picked up.
He has a big future ahead of him.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he did so good.
Sure. If he wants to.
Yeah. He's like, I don't feel like it. Yeah, I want to go play soccer.
They do so well. Yeah. And then they go nowhere.
I mean, good for him though that he did this. Like so, and I think the casting all around was good. Like I like who they picked as the parents and stuff as well. So if you haven't watched it, it's a good one to check out. It's not anything you're not gonna rave about it because it's a drama, but it was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like if you have nothing to watch it. Yeah. I don't know if it would be like my first pick.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to rewatch it. Yeah, because it's like one of those once you already know like the sad story, then there's nothing to come back for. So,
yeah, we're all on spring break. Like
I know it's crazy. I forgot that we watched that together. That's why I was like, wait, why are people still talking about this? And I'm like, oh, that's right, because we watched it as soon as it came out.
But okay, so one of our options before we picked Adolescence was Con Mom.
Oh yeah,
remember?
Yeah, yes.
So we were about to watch that, but I don't know what sidetracked us. We watched that. Okay, so I watched Con Mom.
You finished it, yeah? Because I think the guys started it, and that was the issue where they're like, "This seems like they didn't get into it. Like it wasn't spicy first throttle. Like,
no, I liked it. Yeah. It was just like, I think it was just an hour and 15 minutes. If not, it was like 2 episodes, but it wasn't long.
Okay.
And it was good. Like this woman, godly. Like it's this little old woman that you just think like, why would she be involved in something like this? Like surely she's innocent.
Yeah.
It's like brutal. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but I was shocked at the end by something.
Okay.
Like I was like, no. Like I surely thought the whole time it was one thing. And ended up being not.
I'll have to check it.
But for sure, watch that one. Okay. If you like real stories, Con Mom. I forgot I watched that.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel bad for the guy, but it's good. But yeah, I'm excited to watch more shows. There's just not enough. Like, it's like you said, that summer break when you're just like, where's my shows? Yeah. We need like to bring back like Tiger King and
all the COVID TV shows that we had. It was such good cinematic like entertainment like back in those days.
The good thing is that like Netflix, I hope they're gonna like, you know how like we obviously grew up watching like TV where like we didn't have streaming services. So like hopefully now that like on actual TV when there's no shows going, that like Netflix picks up and like gives us some good
I think
stuff.
They've been doing a good job like so far. Yeah. Like just giving us random things. And I'm just like, thank you for filling the void.
But did you see that they're gonna remake Holes?
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's just, why?
How do you feel about remakes in general?
I don't think they're necessary. I don't know if it's because we've come full circle now that like, are we old and we're seeing the remakes, or is it because there's nothing else to make? Like, have we run out of creative juice to come up with a movie like new and fresh, like that we just have to copy and remake things? Like,
I think they think that they're like, okay, this did so well for this generation, but we need to make it newer. For like, it's obviously a good storyline and kids really like it. It's like, it's, you know, promised that like kids like it.
Yeah. Because people loved Holes. Like we loved Holes. That was like,
for sure.
Because boys and girls could watch it. It wasn't just like
Yeah.
a princessy movie. Like,
Yeah, I could do that whole rep right now, word for word. But I think that they want to make it like newer so that like our kids, like a kid's going to want to watch like a newer version of
Yes.
Cinderella, not the original.
not our crusty version. What they should remake is Brink. Like,
Yes.
we made Liam watch that the other day, and it's so crusty. Like,
No. But it's so good.
It's good.
I remember when she falls and scrapes her arm. It was like serious when I was younger.
and then the
Like,
music, it's like Seventh Heaven music. Where like, da-na-na-na. It's like you feel bad for her. Oh no.
Susie Q was good. Susie
Oh, yeah,
Q. They
Susie
could
Q.
remake that
Yes,
one.
yeah.
That one's pretty crusty. Like, that one's
Oh,
pretty,
okay.
like-
So, but with holes, what are they doing with it though? So, like, how are we?
Well, that's why I brought it up, because they're changing. Everyone that's a boy is changed now to a girl. So now it's like all girls instead of the boys going to like the work camp. Now it's girls.
Okay.
And so I'm like, so you're going to have these, 10 girls come to like dig holes. Like, I just don't understand.
Girl power.
And like, I'm in my head, like, are they going to keep the same storyline that like
Ah.
she finds these Jordans?
Yeah, like
That like
it's not as enticing for a girl as it is.
she's going to
for
find the
him.
lip gloss
Yeah.
that
She's like,
you
the
know, I don't know,
Dior?
Britney Spears
Yeah.
used. Like, and then so you know how there's the male and the woman that like run the camp?
Yeah, the camp counselor.
So now the woman is a man,
Yeah.
and the guy's a girl.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm like, but what's the point of that?
I don't know. That's why I'm so confused by it, because it's not, like you said, some of these things are a little bit crusty and they want the newer generation to be able to enjoy it.
Sure.
And I get that.
But just keep the same story.
Exactly. But like to switch it all up to girls, like, like,
Like, are they going to be digging holes?
yeah, like, I don't know. So they're making this a series, right? So that's like, this is Disney series.
I think it's going to be like, like a Disney series
Okay.
on Disney Plus. And like what, I just don't know. Like, it's like a hard labor camp for girls.
It doesn't sound right.
Like,
I guess it's because I'm
we're
so
gonna
hung
send
up
you
on
this-
our holes that I can't even like them just having all those teenage boys and they're like
Yeah, like the
struggling in
dynamic.
their adolescence and like all this kind
they're
of
being
stuff.
like treated poorly.
Yeah, like there was a whole
they have
story
the
with
like
it.
banter.
Yeah. And they're all like coming together even though they come from different backgrounds. So I'm just like, what can we do with the girls? Like,
I don't know. Like, I just, I get irritated when they try to remake something and they just change everything.
Yeah.
Like we have, if you're going to remake it, you need to stick to like the same storyline,
Yeah.
the same kind of characters, so that like you've stayed true to it.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong in having diversity in something, but like when you bring diversity and
Just
you
for the sake
purposely
of
make
it.
well, and if just for the sake of it,
Yeah.
and you purposely change them to the complete opposite just to make a point,
Yeah.
it's just like, it's annoying.
Oh, like
right?
Ghostbusters.
Like, it's just like Ghostbusters,
We went all
and then it's
female.
like the controversy about like Little Mermaid, where they're just like, there's nothing wrong with having a like black main character in a
No,
movie, or
absolutely
like
not.
when Princess Tiana or
Yes.
New Princess
Yep.
or anything like that. But when you have this specific person you grew up with of like being white with this bright red hair,
Yeah.
like they didn't even make her hair that red. It was
No.
kind of like an orangish or whatever.
Yep.
When you have this whole concept, it's like, just keep it.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Or make like new ones, or like they have to. It's just that they have a checklist now.
Yes.
Right.
No,
It's
I've
like
noticed that in
everything-
like, everything for like kids, especially. I don't know if you watch any of the stuff on like Disney with the kids. I feel like there is, like you said, a checklist. It's like, here's the kid with the glasses. Here's the kid in the wheelchair. Here's diversity with like different ethnic backgrounds. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
Asian,
yeah.
black, white.
And I'm like, that is like, I'm fine with that. Like, I love diversity. Like, we're here for it. Like, don't come at us. But it's like, why is there like, it almost feels very specifically put into a place, like strategically, not naturally,
Yeah.
like not in my natural, like what we see. Like, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
like, wow, like they're just shoving it in our face, or like they're making
yeah, like
it.
do it
like,
because you want
Yes.
to. Like if you add an Asian person into a movie, totally fine.
Yeah.
But like don't add them because of checklist. To me, that's worse.
Yes.
Like I don't want to be. If I'm an actor, I don't want to be your checklist.
yeah,
I
like
wanna
your
be
your
you wanted
token
me.
person for a role,
Yeah.
where it's like, we're just putting you here to like I don't know, to add, to
Fill it.
diversify this position or whatever. So I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, yeah. They're doing it a lot now.
And I don't, they are, and it's like, it's got to be the, it's got to meet the LGBTQ
Everybody.
category.
Yeah, because you don't want to
everything. It's
like hinder or step on anybody's toes or offend anybody. So they literally are coming at from every angle, category, checklist, like you said. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, what was wrong with the original? Like, because the thing is, so we're girls, right? I was never offended by the all male cast of Holes.
Yeah, I never looked at Holes and was like, wow, those should be girls.
Yeah, or same with Ghostbusters. Like, I never once was just like, oh, that's so sad. Like, where are the girls at? Or same with like any of our Marvel, what is it, DC comic and Marvel movies. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine. We don't need a girl in there. Like, let it be just your random like Superwoman or whatever, the OG people, and then like let it be just all dudes. Like, I'm fine. Like, I am strong enough in my female core that I can handle men being like all over my TV, like in the movie theater screens. So I'm like, stop fixing stuff that's not broken. Like,
I think it's just the offensive, like everyone's offended and we're not seen. And like, I don't think kids, like when you have something in a show, say like I grew up watching Family Matters. I loved Family Matters. I was never like, oh, there's no white people in here.
no.
Like, or Holes. Oh, there's no girls in here.
Yeah. Yep.
Or when I watched, like George Lopez, I never was like, they didn't put a white person in here. Like I just like let things just be how they are.
Yep.
Like I loved Sister.
Yes,
I
that's such a good
like,
one.
Like all these shows I grew up with, and I think even our kids, I don't think our kids are like, wow, they didn't have. Like if you're Asian, right? Like they don't have an Asian in this show. Like I just don't think kids think.
No,
that way.
kids
They
don't.
just, like,
And that's the
watch
thing. They're
things.
so pure and innocent that never even crosses kids' minds. Like they always do all those studies, right? Where they like have like the different hands with different skin tones and stuff. And kids don't even see that. They don't know that other people are different. Like they just want to be able to play and enjoy life with other people. So it's like the movie industry or whoever entertainment industry is like very big on this. Like you said, incorporating every angle.
Yeah.
Like, and kids don't care. Like who are they doing this for? Because it's not the kids, and obviously it's not you and I. Like, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know what this, like, it reminded me, I don't remember what I was watching the other day. I want to say it was something in real life. And Alva and I looked at each other and we're like, is she for real? And she asked, so her daughter wanted a black baby.
Mm-hmm. Like a doll?
from the store.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like a doll.
Yeah.
Sorry. Black baby. She wanted a black baby doll. And I want to say, was this in real life that we watched it? Like in front of our eyes? I can't remember.
Yeah.
It was definitely like a real life. It wasn't like a fake situation in a show or something. And she asked the registrar, I think she was another black woman or whatever, and she was like, why is it okay if my daughter wants a black baby doll? And I'm like, why are you asking that question? Like, why would it not be okay? like what's wrong that she wants a black baby? She's like, is that going to offend you that she wants a black baby doll? And I'm like, what?
Oh gosh.
Like, when did we get to this situation that now all these people are offended for a different race or something, that they can't even just live their normal life?
No, there's like definitely a level of sensitivity happening there. Like the fact that she would even think like she might be out of bounds for buying that doll for her daughter. Like that's wild to think that.
And now it's changed that like you think you're being sensitive, but actually I would be offended if you asked me that question.
Yeah, that is offensive now. So I'm really curious how like the cashier took that, where it was kind of like, wouldn't it be okay? Like the opposite way.
Like now, I don't know. I just think it's we live in such a wild time that like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
No.
Like, it's like people are scared to say black, white, whatever. And it's like, call me white, I'm white.
Yeah,
like, just like you're black, I'm white.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we've been calling each other for years.
Yes.
And that's fine.
Yep.
And we've determined that's like what we are. It's like, but so many people are so scared. They're like, oh, that black person. Like, they're going to be offended.
Yes.
I'm like, they're not offended. They call themselves black.
Yeah,
they're like, that's what they are. Just like we're white. I just get irritated with the like, I understand the concept of they're like, oh, don't say colorblind because it means you don't recognize that we're black. So I kind of get that concept. But at the same time, it's like, it doesn't come from an ill place when you say that. It's meaning you're human and I have no difference that I'm going to treat you or based on your skin color. It's not that I like don't notice you're black.
Like a child, like how view the world, where they have no, it's not that they're being prejudice in any way. They just don't see it. They think all kids are kids and we're going to play on the playground with them, and it means nothing with what they
Yeah.
look like. Like,
And why can't we just continue like that?
I don't know why. Yeah.
Why do we need to be so, when we get older, that it's such a divisive, like, oh, well, you're black, like, or you're white, you can't have cornrows, or oh, you're
Yes,
white
yeah.
trying to be ghetto, or
Yeah.
you're white that, like, why can't we all just be like,
Yep.
whatever we want to be?
I know.
Like,
I
it
see
doesn't have
that
to
too.
be tied to
I've seen
a
that on
race or
social media.
ethnicity.
Yeah.
Or,
Where it's like, that hairstyle is meant for white girls, or that hairstyle is meant for black girls. And I'm just like, oh, what? Like, why? Why did we do that? Like, what's the purpose?
yeah, or they get
behind it?
offended.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen where they call like certain people Oreos because they're like, you're black,
Yeah.
but like you act like a white guy?
Yeah.
And I'm like, why is that a thing?
Yeah. I don't know.
Like we're just ourselves.
Yeah, I know. Like, I just can't we all just get along? Like,
Yeah, like is it do I love diversity in TV shows,
Yeah.
and do I like it to not always be white people, not always black people, not only Asian? Like I want it to be all people.
Yes.
I just want it to happen without this like intentional checklist.
yes. Yeah, because sometimes it does
You know?
feel very forced. You can tell.
Yeah.
Like when you watch something and
Oh,
all of a
for
sudden it's like,
sure.
you literally captured everything. You've got a girl with a
It's a
gap tooth.
5-friend group,
Yeah. You
and
got
it's
an
literally-
Asian, a wheelchair kid, the white kid, the black kid, and then someone with glasses, with braces, just to make him look dorky or something for no reason. I'm just like, what is that?
You forgot the Hispanic.
Oh,
You
I forgot
the
it.
Hispanic.
Don't come at me. But like literally, it's just like, they did this for what? Like, because the kids aren't paying attention to that, and I surely don't care. And I'm just like, okay, thank you. Like, who?
Yeah, I
Like,
don't understand.
yeah.
Like I just don't get it.
Yep.
It's irritating, and I know that maybe some areas they feel like it's lacking, so they need to do a list. But then it's like it also then goes to the extreme.
Yes.
It's like, can we be somewhere in the middle?
Yeah. No, I agree for sure.
Something.
There should be a happy median to that. And maybe eventually we'll get there, because I think we're going full throttle with trying to be very accepting. And that's why we are seeing a lot of rewrites to a lot of our favorite TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll eventually get to that place of just being less of a checklist
Will
that's
we?
pushed on. I don't know. I hope.
I think the goal is being divisive. I think that's what people's goal is.
That's true. I mean, we see that in society.
They wanted to like. I think we know the media wants us to be divisive.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They don't want us to be this cohesive. So like it will forever. Like even the news, right?
Yeah.
Like when they're like, this white woman killed,
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
or this black man killed, and I'm just thinking in my head like,
Why didn't you just say the guy? That guy over there.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Like, why are we? I understand when you're doing like, obviously, you know, you're on a hunt
Yes.
or somebody's on a like wanted list,
Yeah.
right? You got to know. But like everything is just like like they're tagging you.
Yep.
When it's like, aren't you're wanting to be this like, everyone is equal, everyone's the same, but then like you're making us have titles to
Still,
everything.
yeah. Even like you said,
Still,
from
like,
our news
even
sources.
more.
Yeah. Something that should
Like,
be
why?
neutral and not at all having an opinion or an agenda is coming from us, like still providing, like you said, an identity stamp in front of our like names or whoever we are.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to be like, I'm not offended at all.
No.
But I don't need to be called like Heather the White.
This
You
white
know,
woman was
mom.
seen at Target.
Like, yeah, like, what does it matter?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
have you seen that? You're
Yes,
just like, okay.
yeah, I know. And it's like that had no relevance to this story at all. Like it didn't change anything. Like
Yeah, like, it's like, just say like this Miami, you know,
Yeah.
female, or I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, it doesn't need to be this, like,
No.
but it's what they're trying to do is doing the opposite, in my opinion.
yes, that's true. That's a
It's,
really
it's
valid
like
point.
pointing it out,
Yeah.
right? It's not making us like less. It's pointing out this race, this kind of person, this country, this Spanish speaking. I don't know. Like, it's
Yeah.
just like, okay.
You and I are.
That's a
just
hot,
like,
big
what?
hot take,
It
guys.
is. I know.
Big hot take.
And it's hard too, because I think a lot of people will, as being white females, I think it's almost like we don't even have a say, because people almost would look at us as like, well, you're white females, like you'll never
We're the
understand
superior,
it. Yeah,
which we're not,
We're
but-
actually inferior to a lot of different groups, but it's like we're always going to be considered just like-
Nowadays, yeah.
yeah. So I'm just like, dang it. Like, we just want everyone. It's not even just like coming from a white female. Like, I just want everyone to be looked at the same and equal and just coming from a place of respect and kindness.
Yeah.
Like, so I just think the whole
Yeah,
thing
because
is,
we've moved from like I said, we've moved from wanting equality, which I absolutely agree with. Like, I will stand hard on that. I absolutely agree with that. But now you're moving because you were the minority. Now you're wanting to be on top instead of equal.
Yep.
Like, they're reversing. And so it's kind of like, okay, I understand you're wanting to diversify. Like, you want to give opportunities to like lower income people and stuff like that haven't had it in the past. But now you're just you're doing exactly what was done to, you know, your race or ethnicity now to the other people. So now it's not equalizing. Now you're just flopping them. And it doesn't make sense to me. Like, now if you want to get into university, like if you're white, you're like last on the totem pole. Like, you are the bottom.
No, and that's
don't
a
get me
thing.
wrong. I'm not
That's
saying we need to be at the
totally
top.
a thing. No, but because they're so focused on being able to scoop up the diversity, that it's putting now your white male basically is tossed to the bottom of the pile. So it's like, I get it, but now, like you said, we've gone full throttle with that. And so I'm just like, oh.
Now we're doing the whole other spectrum.
Yeah, so I'm like, we didn't make it better, guys. Like, that's not equality. No. Like,
yeah, like now we are if it keeps going the way it's going, now we are gonna be the people that are not treated properly. Yeah. Which, don't get me wrong, like, absolutely, there was definitely ethnicities that were treated poorly back then. But like, how about we move to being like all treated the same instead of like making that mistake?
Yeah, making no people less than. Like, let's just do that.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's just going to the extreme, and it just doesn't make sense to me.
I don't think we'll ever understand it, and I just hope that it doesn't become such an issue for our children, that then like them coming into this world with these like really open hearts and just having no idea of like people being less than and everyone just being equal, and then they get raised into this world where they're like, oh, but like, am I, like, based off my skin color, do I have to be worried, about
they're
things?
raising kids to be like, say sorry for being white.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Like, just be normal. Just like, just be nice to everyone that you meet.
Sorry for what? Yeah. I was born. Like, I don't.
Yeah, they didn't have that choice. Like, so I'm just like,
Yeah, I didn't pick my skin color. No. I didn't pick what country I was born in. No. I didn't pick anything. Like, yeah, big hot take. But I think that we've already determined that the people we're talking about are the like 1%.
Yes.
And the media that's making it seem like it's everyone.
Yes. It's not. It's not. Yeah. I think everyone, if you get down to like the nitty gritty of what we just talked about, everyone wants that. Like, our core value is to just have everyone be equal. Everyone should get along. Everyone should just like
treated fairly.
Yeah, exactly. So I just feel like when you get down to it at the end of the day, like, that's it. Like, just when we get back to that. Yeah.
We want world peace. Gosh, remember why? How come I haven't heard that in a long time, but I remember growing up, like, everything was like world peace.
Yeah, you would just say that, like leave a cafe and be like, world peace, everyone. Like, and that was just
or like Miss America was always like, and I would like world peace.
Yes, like politicians would even say stuff like that, where they're just like, hopefully we can just create like an integrated system where all the countries just get along. Like, and it's just like, oh yeah, like.
Yeah, now you never hear that. No. Like, screw world peace.
Like, America number one. Like.
Okay, so on a lighter topic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw a reel, and it was basically talking about how girls find guys attractive when they have their hat on backwards. Like, it's like the mother all of like, you're hot as hell.
Yes.
Number one, first off, is that yours as well, or do you have another like, that is what turns me on?
Ooh, I mean, that is a good one. I do love like the cat flip backwards. Like, that is a pretty attractive tiny thing that a guy can do. I feel like casual, like a guy being casual, so like it could be just like shorts or whatever, but then like a nice shirt that just fits just right, like where just their shoulders and their arms, just everything. You don't have to be like super muscular fit, right? Like, this is just something that looks fitted, and it just is like, wow, that's a man. And then like seeing them do like yard work or car work or like hammering a nail into a wall, like something about just like man is just, it doesn't have to be anything over the top. Like, he doesn't have to be like construction worker, like hard hat or anything. Like, just a tiny little project, and it's just like, dang, that's a man and he's hot. Like, that does it for me. Like,
So doing a project. I really like just pajama shorts
Ooh, pajama shorts.
or like pants.
Yeah, like casual. Like,
Maybe I like it because TMI, but Albert doesn't wear underwear. So like maybe that's why
yeah.
I like
Yeah.
it. But I think like a good like pajama
Yeah.
pant and like shirtless
Ooh,
or
okay.
like
I could see that. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Because
Like
then you
that
also get to
vibe.
see your husband's body in that sense too, but it's still covered. Like it still leaves a little
Yeah.
bit of mystery
Or
of like,
shirtless with jeans.
ooh, actually, shirtless with jeans
I
is
know.
like, yeah, that actually might be up there too. Like,
That's like I would say that's more than the cat backwards.
yeah.
Maybe because Albert doesn't have hair.
Okay.
So like
Yeah.
I don't know the cat backwards. I don't know if it like it's fine.
Yeah.
It's good looking,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's like my number one. I would
Yeah.
say like
Because
shirtless with
usually, I think the
jeans or
cat backwards, I think the reason that that's so attractive, I think it's because it messes up
the
their
hair.
hair. Yeah. So it makes their hair like,
and their hair like pops
yeah.
up the front.
Yeah. So that's just like, ugh.
Yeah, we don't have
Yeah.
it over here.
So I get that, but the examples that you just gave are good ones too. Because I think like when they're like getting dressed for the day and they've like gotten out of the
Yes,
shower
shirtless
and they
with
don't have, yeah, they
jeans.
don't have the shirt on yet because they're just like still brushing their teeth. And I'm just
Yeah.
like,
That's the
we
one.
can go to Home Depot like that.
That's the one.
Yeah. That's pretty
That's
good.
the one for me.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like it.
But so in the reel, they're like, what is it for guys?
Oh yeah.
that,
Okay.
That like they are like, this is it for a girl.
Yeah.
Alvaro always says like sundresses, which is a common one for guys.
Yeah.
He loves Converse on a girl. Like
Okay.
that's his thing. But I don't know. As far as me, not just like girls in general, like I think a guy likes his wife pregnant.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Just something about like the femininity with it. Like,
I think it's all things. I think it's curves. You're more like voluptuous. Like your boobs are a little swollen. Like you have their child in
Yes,
you. Like
yeah.
they're like it's almost like I'm yours.
yeah.
You know?
No, and it's elite, right? Like it's the top of what
Yeah.
you can do as a spouse. Like to give your partner a child is the maximum of what we can provide. So I feel like that's
Yeah.
super cool. Like,
I think, and so in the comments, some people were like sundress. Some people were like pregnant. My wife, because they're not trying to be weird and be like, I just love all pregnant.
yeah,
women.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I get that.
But but believe it or not, there's a lot of guys that have a fetish for like pregnant women that are like single guys.
I mean, I'm not
know why.
surprised by that since we have men on the internet
Yeah.
that are like purchasing things. Like, so I know I wouldn't even put it past a group of men to be out there and be like, pregnant women, that's it for me. Like, it could just be one walking down the street. Like,
Yeah. I think people are like just casual.
yeah, I've seen
Like,
that one a lot.
messy buns. I think guys
Yeah.
like messy buns.
Yeah, so I think the silly one that I always see is the whole like messy bun, no makeup, and like a low key look. And I'm like, a lot of girls are always like, well, what you think is like our low key look still has like work with it. So I think a lot of guys, they're almost like catfished a little bit where they think that our low key look is literally just us rolling out of bed. But it is like
Is the no makeup
yeah,
look, but there's makeup.
there's still like some sort of like a CC cream on with like a little bit of a mascara and like a lip balm or something. And so then I'm
Yeah.
just like, okay, so like you love like a just casual look, like not a full like rolling out of bed, peeling off like, a mask and some like, we got leftover toothpaste on our lip or something. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, like we can do casual. Like,
Yeah, it's funny how we've turned into a society where like makeup is huge, like Botox, fillers,
Yeah.
fake boobs, all this kind of stuff. And it's like if you ask a man
yeah.
if he wants fake boobs or if the typical, there obviously will be some out
Yeah,
there.
because you got your guys that are out there for the boobs and the butts and like
Of
their
course,
body parts.
of course.
Yeah, of course.
But the average, like 90% of men will be like, I prefer you without makeup.
Yeah.
I want your natural boobs, not fake
Yeah.
ones. I don't want Botox in your face.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want big old fat lips. Like, they just want normal girl.
yeah, like how you
So
are,
where
like how
have-
they met you,
Yeah.
how you are, that they want you at that. Like,
Yeah. So how did we move to this? Like, now we just put this front
Yeah.
to find the guy when like that's not what the guy's like.
I know. So it's always so crazy, right? And that's like the other like joke with it is like, okay, so we read all these comments that guys love us when we're kind of like casual and just like lounging in our sweats, watching Netflix.
And then you go full glam with a faja.
Yeah.
Your little like.
Yeah,
your
and like the
little-
bra and like, the fake eyelashes
Yeah.
and all this stuff. And it's like, then I also read stuff where it's like, we do that for the girls. Like I will say, like when I get dressed up to like go somewhere and I want to look cute for like a night out or something, it is like for me to feel good and like, so that it's like I don't look like a
Yeah.
slob. So I will say like
Yeah.
it's not so much that it's like
But
I
you're
think
also within
Tony.
reason.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I guess I'm not in that
You're not these
stereotype
girls
that
that like it's like plastered on their face and like
yes, yeah,
they're like have their boobs like
yeah.
they're putting socks in it to push like all this crazy stuff that like people are dating.
Yeah,
in
that's
these.
true.
And I'm
That's a
like,
good point. That's not you and I
when,
guess. Like we're not in that
no.
category. Like
When you're dating, in my mind, like how you could stand out right now is to be the natural girl.
yes. Like imagine just
Like-
being out like that. Or if that's like your Tinder or Hinge profile picture is like you just like lounging really casual
Yeah.
without being super done up. Like that would be such a unique profile picture. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
You know how they always talk about how on the dating apps all the guys are holding fish?
Yeah.
So all a girl needs to do is no makeup and hold a fish.
Yeah.
And like literally every guy will be after
Yeah.
her.
Or she just has like a bowl of popcorn and like the TV remote and she's just like just casual. Like with a
Yeah,
top
like-
bun
like-
and that's it. Like
But instead they're like up in the club with this like these stilettos and this
Yeah.
dress and like with a filter on.
Yeah.
And it's like no guy really wants that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We
I
do
think-
a lot of
I think-
work. I think girls, and I could go on a whole like rampage with this too. I think we just do a lot. And I personally know that a lot of girls do it for the girls. Like we love just being cute and stuff like that. And like
But we
you
also
said, we
don't care about each other either.
No, we're actually the worst at that. We're
Like, no, but I
savage,
just-
but we also like want to be the cutest girl in the club. Like
Yeah, but like I'm thinking in my head, like when a girl shows up, I'm never like she didn't put enough makeup on.
No.
like so it's like who are we really doing it for?
that's actually a really good point because that's you and I for sure.
Okay, you do
Like,
it for the girls,
yeah.
but who
yeah,
really?
yeah, yeah.
Like who?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand it.
I don't either, but
I don't
it's like I like that video trend though because it's super cute to kind of see the flip side of it. Because like you said, majority of the comments are saying that the guys do like their partner.
Simplicity.
Yes, when they're like just back to the basics, like they didn't go through this like whole spending an hour in the bathroom to get ready, and they just think that they're the prettiest in that moment. And I do love that. Like that's if we can pull anything from this topic, it's that like. Guys just like
be
us at
simple.
our core, like our natural where
Yeah.
we're at. Like we don't need all
Yeah,
the
if you
stuff.
want to dress up a little
Yeah, of
sometimes,
course.
that's fine.
Yeah.
They like you like that too, but like you don't gotta like wear all this crazy stuff.
Yeah, no.
Like it's too much. Like with the fajas, like what do you think about those?
I get
for
it.
those of you who don't
though.
know, so for those of you who don't know, okay, I truly don't know what they're called, like what people call them outside of Miami because I've always lived in Miami and we call them fajas.
What is it?
But they're like shapewear.
Yeah, I was
but,
gonna
like,
say
what's
shapewear.
the-
Yeah, Spanx.
Is there another name?
I know some people call
Yeah,
them
that's
Spanx.
a brand.
I know it is a brand, but don't some people be like, you got to put on your
Yeah.
Spanx because that's like where it started, right? Was
Yeah.
like
So in Miami, like you will never hear anything but faja. Like that's what it is. It's a faja.
I think that's the first time I'd ever heard faja. I was in Miami and I was like,
Yeah.
like you're like shapewear, and it's like yeah, faja.
Like, so what do you think about that? You think like, yeah, it's okay if you wear it every so often, or are you like, no, it's just false advertising. Like, just own your body the way it is. Like, what's your thoughts on it?
So I know people who personally wear like shapewear and stuff like that. So I get it. And they're not like fake people. So I don't think that they're trying to catfish or like create a fake illusion.
But it's like,
but I think it's also
it's definitely a I'm not comfortable. In my body.
exactly. So like they want to be able to wear the cute dress or like a bodysuit or like a cute t-shirt without feeling like stuff is like bulging out. And so they'll put that on and then it just makes them feel better about themselves. So I like it in that sense. Or even girls like I know a lot of friends who were like postpartum, then they'll want to wear that because they still have like the loose belly. And that's
course.
great. Like
Yeah.
you want to be able to wear your like favorite outfit that you had prior to getting pregnant, then like put on your faja and like wear the cute jeans. But
agreed.
as far as like I've seen the other side of that.
What about in dating?
Yeah, so then when they full throttle like wear the corset and the faja and all of the things every single day, and then they've created like, oh, look at my hourglass silhouette, and that
Or
doesn't
dates.
exist. Yeah, and then like now you've
What do you
created a
do?
problem
You're
for
like-
yourself, like
What do? You go home with them and you're like,
yeah, and you're just like
Like it
like a
just busts
Pillsbury,
out.
like like
they thought you had this beautiful,
yeah, like really voluptuous
hourglass
hour,
figure.
yeah, and then it's just like lies.
And
So
you're
it's
just like-
it's hard because it's like I'm all here for like girl, you do you. If that makes you feel confident and cute, then put on the faja. Like, I want you to be able to wear that cute bodycon dress and kill it. But then at the same time, like, create healthy boundaries for yourself that you've not restricted yourself where now you can't go to the swimming pool with this guy because you've been wearing that every day.
Yeah, you there's a balance of like owning your body and just being comfortable in it. And then like, you know, it's a balance.
Yeah.
For sure. I agree with you. I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
But I think it is kind of wrong.
But do you probably see it a lot in Miami though? Like, I feel like, because the body type that's really desirable and hot in Miami, I feel like is that like curvy, voluptuous body type. So I feel like I could see, I could see a lot of girls wanting to wear that to create that really like voluptuous body shape. So I wonder then too if like, since you see it so often, it's like, ooh, this is false advertising.
It's like common, but like common amongst the kind of people that are like when you say like, oh, I know that's a Miami girl, it's like it's a certain kind of person. It's not the whole city.
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
of course.
A certain So it's like a certain group of people are very much into that, like the fajas. The rest of us are kind of like, whatever.
Yeah, like, normal. They're like doing the same thing where they're only going to wear the faja when they're like a guest at a wedding and they want to like wear the cute dress.
Yeah. Like it's like the all the people that we are around when you live down here.
Yes.
It's not like everyone's wearing fajas.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
It's not common. But like when you're going to like a club or to like Brickell on a Friday night, you're going to see people for sure.
That's what I thought.
Rocking
I
those.
was like, that's the,
and there's
what
no
I
shame
thought.
in them either because you'll see like their dress coming up above them.
Yeah. So they can
just, like,
dance. Like,
they're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you're dating, it's kind of like, I don't know how I feel about it. It depends how much you're hiding in there.
That's true. Yeah. So if it's just because you're wearing like the cute dress and you're like, well,
you just want a little bit of like smoothing look is okay.
Yeah,
but if you're going to like bust out of that thing.
And then you're wearing it, like you said, every day, or if this is like the only way that you're able to wear like a sexy outfit, then like we might have something else that we need to like.
A little problem. Yeah. For sure. Okay. This is kind of like not a hot take, but it's a little like cute little thing. Kind of in the same category. What is your like ick?
Ooh.
Maybe 2 or 3 icks for guys like that. You're just like, ew.
Is this like as a partner or just like entirely? So like we've got the backwards cap is like generally attractive.
Sure, as a partner. I'll give my icks for Alvaro.
Okay, so icks.
Ultimately, it would be icks like the Alvaro does, but like if another man did it that I was dating, it would also be an ick.
Gotcha.
I mean, like it's like I'm just thinking of. I have one in mind. I'm like, he knows it too.
I'm trying to think like specifically. I feel like I don't know if it's like an ick, but I have always felt this way is communication. I don't know why. Generally, guys. I don't know if this is a blanket statement or if I'm saying a false thing, but I just feel like guys kind of suck when it comes to like, I don't know if it's because I talk too much where then like I expect the same from a partner. Not at all.
Everyone
Thank you. Like, everyone's like, these girls.
These girls always
But like, I just feel like generally men that I've interacted with, even like Tony and stuff like that, is just like, I could do more. Like, give me more. Like, talk more. Give me more about your day. Tell me what you're up to. Like, you may not think that I care, but I actually do care. So I just feel like that's kind of not an ick because I'm not going to obviously divorce him and kick him to the curb, but it's a little bit of like a, like, I wish I wasn't the only one that was talking so much. Like, you can give me more. Like,
yeah. Or when we have to like pretty much prompt with all of our talking a sorry.
Yeah.
You're like, you haven't even said sorry. Like, you're not even sorry. And they're like, I'm sorry. And you're like, that's not even genuine.
I told you to say that.
I told you to say that. I agree. Mine is like kind of encompasses one of them would be, I could agree with you on the communication, like meaning like when they don't listen to us because they just like don't feel like it or like they're not communicating like in a disagreement. Like you're just like, and blah, 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 blah. And they're just like, and you're like, hello.
Yeah. That's my favorite one. Hello. And they're like, I don't need to talk to let you know that I'm listening. I'm like, let me know.
Yes.
Like, do you agree? Yeah. Give me feedback. Do you agree? Like, this pencil sucks. Like, let me know. Do you also think this pencil sucks? Like,
and they're like, yeah, sure. And you're just like,
yeah.
It's like, oh my God.
You don't care.
Or but it's still under the same topic. Like Alvaro's a big silent treatment guy.
Yeah.
And that also is like, to me.
Just tell me what's wrong. Like,
oh, that's a big, like, I just want to like, like strangle him. Okay. So one of my I don't know if it's my topic, but one of my icks is when guys wear like the no-show socks, like the ballerina ones.
Okay.
Oh, when they're just wearing those, but like not with the
Oh,
shoes.
so the shoe's not on. So like the Converse isn't on
no.
or anything like that.
Yeah.
So not purpose.
Like-
okay. Yeah. I actually
Correct.
don't like that either.
Ick. Like,
Why does it
when
make their
Alvaro
feet look
wears-
weird?
It's like a ballerina.
Yeah.
Like, so Alvaro will take his shoes off and then he'll like sit on the couch, and I'm like, no.
With the
you
no-show
need to
socks still
take
on.
these off. Like, I just can't. Like, it's like a little ballerina walking around. And
That's so interesting. That's so true because it's very. I don't feel that way when I see other girls or like my own feet
No.
like in that type of sock. It's almost like
Not at all.
feminine and dainty and like
Yes.
it's totally fine.
Like a
but you're
ballerina.
right. But like the no-show sock on a guy is like it gives differently. Like
Big ick.
yeah,
Big
that's
ick.
a good one. Yeah, because it takes away like the masculinity of their foot almost. Like it just changes the way the
Yes.
foot looks. Like
It's like, are you going to ballet class? Like, what?
may as well be pastel pink with ribbons on it. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what other icks I have. So I do not, I think it's so weird because if you would have asked me before I got with Alvaro, I'd be like, that is so weird that guys shave their armpits.
Yeah.
But Alvaro doesn't always keep it like perfectly clean shaven, but because he shaves them, like they'll grow out, but they'll be small. Like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's like if a girl
Yes,
grew
yeah,
it out.
yeah.
It's like very minor, right? Now that he does that, for some reason, now I really like it. And armpit hair on guys isn't a big.
Oh, so now
like-
okay, because it's so different. Like you've been used to like the lack of armpit
which
hair.
I
for
would
so
have been
long.
like, ew,
Yeah.
a guy shave, whatever.
Yeah.
But now, like, there's no turning back. Like,
Yeah.
I can cuddle with him, and I don't have this weird like
yes,
hair
yeah.
in my
when
like.
you almost have to just readjust your head so that you're not just
Yeah,
face
see-
and armpit. Like
I don't have to do that,
Yeah.
and because he shaves, he really doesn't ever smell in his armpits, like because hair like traps
yes,
smell.
yeah.
So I could never go back with like full on bush armpit. I can't.
Interesting. Why does he shave his
So now-
armpit? I'm so curious.
He doesn't like hair.
Oh, so it's a personal thing. It's not because of work or anything like that. Like
No, he also just thinks it's gross. Like he's like in it. He's like, you smell. And he's like, I don't like
oh,
it.
okay, okay, that's fair. I don't think I've ever noticed that. Like I mean, of all the times we've gone to the pool or the beach
See,
together,
but that's what I'm
like
saying is it doesn't look weird.
No.
He does it just right because I probably say he does it like once a month.
yeah.
So like it's very rare that there's like literally no hair.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's not as common, but it's just enough that's like he still looks like a man with, but
Yeah,
like
of
it's
course.
not like this bush.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just
Where like it's coming out from all the directions. Like, yeah.
yeah, I can't do it. Like when I see white guys, like and you just lift and it's just like this black bush, I'm just like,
It's so crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I've never thought about it because it's just typically that's the situation in a man's armpit.
Yeah.
It's just all of his armpit hair.
no. And if you
So
would
I
have
just
asked me
never,
before
like-
Alvaro, I would have been like, that's weird if a guy shaves their
Yeah.
armpits. And now that I've had it, I'm like, wow, my eyes are like
You're like,
my eyes
maybe
are
you guys
open.
should try this out. Like
Yeah, because it just feels like cleaner.
I get it. Like there's just nothing there.
Right?
Yeah, there's not stuff there.
Like it doesn't feel like it can get stinky.
Yeah.
It's just nice. I don't know. So now my ick now because of him is that
okay. Fair. I
don't
get it.
think
Like,
I couldn't do like I'm laying on you and I'm laying on a bush.
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't. Try it out, guys.
I know.
Try it
No,
out.
the girl listeners are like,
It'll grow back if you don't like it.
Yeah, exactly. Like no harm, no foul in this one. Like
Yeah. Like leg, but that's another ick for me, ironically. I cannot do a guy that shaves his legs.
okay. I'm trying to think like
I can do it.
The last time I've seen a shaved leg on a guy was like an athlete, like he was training for like a triathlon or something like that. So he did it for swimming. But I guess typically we don't see shaved legs in men. Like it's
I
not
feel like there's quite a few.
Yeah, you
shaved
think
leg-
so?
Like in Miami, I think I wouldn't say it's like crazy common,
Yeah.
but like it's definitely not
common in like the metro community where it's very like just to feel clean and neat and tidy and a little bit more like in tune with their appearance. Or is it because they're
Yeah.
like athletes and like wanting to be?
No, I think they just don't like hair. But I'm just like, it gives me also an ick.
Yeah, it's
But
different.
I don't like I like hair.
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of hair. Like
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you look like, you know how girls like wolfing? Like
Yes.
they're like, they look like a wolf. Not into that.
Yeah, that's not my cup of tea either. I'll admit
No.
that's like
Like if you're just like busting
Yeah.
out like through your shirt, I'm like, not for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, out of a shirt, out of the top. Yeah, not a fan. No.
Not for me. Now it's okay, if guys. There's girls that love that.
Yes, there are.
It's just not for me.
Yeah. Me neither.
I would be with the wrong man if I liked that.
I think we would be incorporating waxings and laser hair removals to tame that down.
For Father's Day, here's a coupon.
Yeah. I love
To
you
laser
so
hair
much.
removal.
This comes from a place of love. Like,
Well, that was nice. Next time you see Alvaro, she's gonna be like looking.
yeah, I know. Be like, wave your hands in the air like you just don't care.
No, next time, knowing Alvaro listens to every one of our episodes, he's gonna be like,
Yeah,
Just
yeah. He's
lift
just gonna
his
walk
arm
up
so you
to
can
me and
see
just
it.
yeah. I'm like, what? Oh yeah.
here's my armpits. But you see, it doesn't look weird
No.
if you haven't
No,
noticed.
exactly. That's why I'm just like,
Like
oh.
it's not like, oh, he's like missing like a manly aspect.
Yeah.
of him.
Like where it's like, is something wrong or whatever? But it's like absolutely, yeah. Like I've
Because
never
for
noticed.
some people,
like
I could see how like maybe a certain kind of like maybe if you're like a really skinny like white guy,
yeah,
that like maybe you would look weird without armpit hair. I don't know,
Yeah.
but like for Alvaro, it just like fits him. I don't know why.
because I've never noticed this whole time, so it must fit him. Like because I feel like I would have been
never
like,
noticed.
does Alvaro
Where's
have
your
no
armpit hair?
How have I never noticed this before?
You've apparently never noticed.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a non-issue. Way to go, Alvaro.
Well, we came in today like, what are we going to talk about?
Yeah.
And then per usual, we're like,
Nailed it. Like without even
nailed
trying.
it. Actually, we talked about some cool things.
Yeah, we did.
so
We always do.
we exposed ourselves.
Yeah, we did. But from a place of okay, guys, like
Yes. From a place of equality.
yes, peace, everyone, love,
World
love,
peace,
and world
guys.
peace. Like,
World peace.
Yeah.
We got to bring that back.
yeah, we're gonna do that. That's gonna be
Remember
our
the peace
new
signs?
Yeah,
We're like popular.
Yeah, I was all about that. That's how like my Trapper Keeper. I was all about like the Lisa Frank collection. That was like the peace signs and like the like hearts and like this stuff.
Yeah.
And that was like my favorite like collection where everything was just like, if it doesn't have a peace sign, I don't want it. Like,
Yeah. And now, when's the last time you saw a peace sign?
never.
Nobody wants peace,
No,
Jackie.
no, we want drama. We want to like fight. Like, come at me. Like,
Yes.
That's what we want.
We want division.
Yeah.
That's what everyone
Yeah.
wants.
Yep.
Well,
It's always
It's
fun.
great chatting.
Yeah.
we hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll chat next week.
Bye.
Bye.